The next one, number 2, is what's called the natural logarithm. And it has base e. And again, we've talked about e before. E is a number about 2.718. Ooh, that's a terrible 8. 2.718 and some change. This is a button on your calculator. And when we talk about the natural log, we're talking about log base e of x. And we don't write log base e of x. This one has special notation as well. We write ln of x. So this one also doesn't have a base. And when I use just the letters ln, not the letters log, but the letters ln, it's understood that this base is e. It's understood that the base is e here. So if I say have an expression like example 2, evaluate the natural log of the square root of e, I can rewrite that as the natural log of e to the 1/2 power. But I know that the natural log is log base e. And so we can do a couple of things here. I can use exponential rules that'll allow me to bring down that power as a coefficient. So this will be 1/2 the natural log, 1/2 log base e of e. And the power required to turn e into e here, since these bases match up, this cancels. And I'm just left with 1. And so the answer here is 1/2. Or if you like, the power that turns e into e to the 1/2 is simply the 1/2 power, and that's why that's my result. So that's pretty straightforward. On your calculator, if you wanted to evaluate something like the natural log of 12, this is log base e of 12. And that means we're looking for the power required to turn e into 12. Well, if you want to figure that out, you should have a natural log button. It's either ln, probably on most of your calculators if you have a TI, or it might be something like the secondary feature or inverse feature of the button e to the x. So it's the inverse of e to the x. So look for those two buttons, and you should be able to calculate this. Here, if I use my calculator, I get the natural log of 12 is about 2.4849 ... So there it is. That's the power that turns 4 into 12. Sorry, e into 12. Now, depending upon your handwriting, you might write it this way, ln of 12, or I use cursive typically when I do it, ln of 12. Some people use capital letters, and that's okay, or they do a capital L and a lowercase n. That's cool too, or they'll just go straight caps, ln. There's a lot of calculators that do that as well. And it's ln because it's actually French in origin, the name, logarithm. So it's not the natural log, it's the log that's natural. It's the logarithm naturel, man. It's French, you know. Ah, yes. So anyway, that's why the letters are backwards there. Any way you want to write that is perfectly fine.